I know, guys. I know. Forgive your girl. Happy International Wednesday. Yeah, it was on 19th of November. And I apologize that I wasn't able to come here ever since then. But of course, I had you in mind. I put it up on my community tab if you saw it. Thank you so much for being here. And for the ladies here, thank you so much. A lot has happened. I have just been making sure a few things are going to work out well the way I planned it in the next 6 months. I actually have a 6 months goal. I'm going to share with you in the coming sessions, but today I want us to talk about something very, very, very important. Give this video a thumbs up now, please. Okay, so it's actually a gist that I have for you guys, right? So recently, just a few days back, a Nigerian Nollywood actor got married, and the internet has been buzzing about it. And then the wedding was what made me pay more attention to him, and I started, watching some of his works and see what he has done, and I was totally blown away. First of all, what went viral first was the vow during their wedding, traditional wedding now, him and his wife. His wife is also a Nollywood actress, right? And it hit me that a lot of people have a lot of stereotypes around certain kinds of people, and sometimes it's not true. So many people see a guy like him. I'm talking about Frederick Leonard, right? Who is good looking, wears earring, all of those. They just assume bad boy, bad boy. And it even affects sometimes the roles that they are casted in as well. But we're not going into the movies now. We're talking about real life, right? So even you will be thinking, oh, I can't. This guy must have dealt with a lot of women and all that. But there's a testimony, guys. So this guy probably said he does not womanize, he does not drink, he does not smoke.
I'm loving this conversation. My typical week is wake up, say your prayers, run into the bathroom, get into the car, drive to work. And then when I'm done filming, I have 2-3 days in between at the most. I sleep and I rest. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I do not have the yearning to go clubbing. I'm not one.
You look very hyped, like from fire. Like this guy's really hyper. I'm sure he's onto
Exactly. I
something.
wear 2 earrings and all that stuff, but it's just for the show.
Natural.
It's just for the show. I have a dual personality. So this is the one that puts food on the table, but Emeka is the quiet one that is at home.
You have to call his name on it.
Yes. So really my typical day is work.
And people don't believe that, but that is true. Then on his wedding day, his wife confirmed it. He doesn't womanize. He's actually very prayerful that she's trying to play catch up. And these are things that are very, 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 very key, because I'm like, why do people always try to stereotype people for no reason? Now, you might be a guy who is trying to get out of the mode everybody has put you into, but there's no need. Just live your life. Okay? Now, I wanted to just show you, how that more like role modeling, right? Especially if you're a young guy, role modeling who you are, choosing a career, and being who you are called to be. Don't lose your home training just because, oh, I'm doing this, everybody's doing this. That's actually peer pressure, and it shows that you're not mature, right? So I'm going to leave you with a bit of the clips from that wedding, and a bit of the clips of the things he has said in his interview to so that you understand a bit about this guy. Then I'm going to draw some lessons that I think that you need to take away. Okay?
Protected you from the first day we met. When I met Frederick, people don't know what I've been through. He says, Peggy, I will take care of you. Be patient. He promised me that he's going to spoil me. And Frederick has been spoiling me silly. And I just hope that this goes out to the internet. Every girl should be patient. I have been patient. I have always been a hardworking woman. All my friends know. You understand? But when I met Frederick, I saw a man that was willing to make money. I saw a man that is not a womanizer. And most importantly, that is why I stayed for this long, babe. Please don't change. Frederick is one man I can beat my chest on, despite what everyone is saying, that he doesn't womanize. Sometimes I get on his nerves and he thinks that I'm taking him for granted. Baby, I'm not. I'm just a woman. We can be silly sometimes. but I will love you. I will respect you. You will always be the crown on my head. You will be the man I ask for decisions before I make it. To everybody that you have fought my case for, God will fight your case for you. Thank you for waking up in the morning and say, babe, let's pray. Frederick, as much as you look good, you make me want to love God the more. Frederick doesn't stop praying. Sometimes I feel bad that I don't pray enough. Frederick wakes up in the morning, he prays. He wakes up at night, he's praying.
Okay, so good thing is it is actually the sexiest thing to see a man who is focused on his craft, even in a most unserious craft like acting. No, I'm using unserious in the sense that it's a craft that makes you. I act as a hobby. I've been acting since 2015, so I know what I'm saying. So I'm saying unserious because it makes everybody a child in that sense. Everybody is free with each other. Everybody is in their childlike element on set, usually, and it's an atmosphere that I really love. So people will think that every other person, everybody comes to play, but this guy has shown me that he has been one good, level-headed, focused guy, right? Two, you can be a guy and you can have the good looks without allowing women, dictate who you should be, or even the men in your corner. You can be all that you set out to do. You can define your own identity, which is something I see on this guy. You can define your own identity and be who you want to be. You can live without smoking and all the bad habits that are going to damage your lungs and your kidney and maybe make you lose your life. You don't own this life, so please don't extinguish it. Yeah, don't extinguish it because everybody thinks it's cool to do XYZ. I remember a few years ago, I think 2 years ago, a lot of Nigerian celebrities were coming out to say, oh, today I quit smoking so that their followers can hold them accountable and stuff like that. Good stuff, right? So please quit the things that are not making you focused. Quit the things that are damaging your liver, too much alcohol. Quit being turned around and being better than being used as a pawn by girls. Quit womanizing.
Do I look half my age? Do I? I certainly don't look 20s. I'm in my early 40s now, but yeah, some people say I could pass for a man in his 30s. I try to not let anything stress me, as unrealistic as that may sound, but it's the truth. If something is going to begin to eat me up, I just stay away from it, man, because I lost my parents quite early, and at the end of the day, you just go through life and let everything just get your attention and hit you and stress you up and eat you up like a virus. And when you die, it's just going to... When you die, it's just going to be you in that coffin. So at what point do you put your sanity and your well-being first? I guess I learned that quite early, And then I try to appreciate God for what I do. I am one of the few that are fortunate to be doing what they love. I'm not doing this because it just pays my bills. No, I'm fortunate that I'm doing what I love and then it pays my bills. You see, so that in itself gives you a level of happiness and fulfillment. You wake up every morning and you're waking up to doing something that you love. Like, I could sit here and talk with you for hours. I'm loving this. The camera is looking at me. I'm excited. It gives me fulfillment. We must learn, especially when you hit your late 30s and early 40s, heading towards your 50s. You don't have all that time that you think you have anymore to be around. None of us would live here alive. So at some point, you must begin to put yourself first, and be happy. So I try to be happy. I try to buy things, do things, that makes me happy. Love someone that I'm crazy about. I just try to be happy, I just try to be happy, find happiness, and I just try to find happiness with everything around me and see the positives in all.
This is almost the end of the year, and I'm not saying go and do the resolutions you cannot keep. I'm saying look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm too much. I'm too much. I'm a king. There are certain circles you shouldn't be found, going forward. There are certain people you shouldn't, you should just outgrow them naturally. They just find their levels, right? Let this be the year, 2023 be the year that you can achieve much more than what you have imagined. The things you have always pictured as a life for yourself, move closer to them in 2023 by quitting the things that are distracting you and dragging you behind. Okay, so that's what I brought here because I've been soaked up, reading all about Frederick Leonard. His life has inspired me. I have read his interview. I have watched his wedding videos over and over again. I have watched interviews of his birthday. Meanwhile, this guy is 42 years old, and I don't know how old his wife is. And he took his time to make a choice of a life partner. He wasn't in a hurry.
Peggy is a sweetheart. She's a nice person. She's one of the nicest people I have met in the past few years. We're great friends, but you never know. Good man meets good woman. You never know. So, but I think that everybody really, people don't want us to even, take our time. Everybody's in a hurry, like, okay, you people are friends now. You people look good together now. You people, calm down, man, calm down. If we have to do it at all, both of us are quite intelligent and resourceful people. So if we have to do it at all, we would have to get it right. But when there's something official, I think both of us would come here and tell you, hey, it's official. But for now, we're just two wonderful people in each other's lives, and then helping each other to grow as fast as we can, and watching each other's back. That's what people should do for themselves, right?
You could see that he put in process, right? And I love that about him and about his girl as well, right? So this is how to if you're gonna watch this ever, Peggy and Freddie, happy married life. And you guys know on this channel that I'm all about happily ever after. Okay, making sure your love life is on point and you can choose the woman that will love you for you, and you can achieve your life in. That's why we are here. We're not going to get out of life alive. We are not going to even get to heaven and be talking about spouse and marriage. So while we are here, let's do it right once and for all. Okay? I'll come again with a super amazing content. Don't miss it. Keep subscribing, keep sharing our videos, and be amazing. Bye.